Hey everyone, this is Wrath here. I'm shooting my second video of Dark Citadel. If you don't know, Dark Citadel has three wings, and you typically do left wing first, then the right wing, and then the center wing. So this is the Labyrinth of Souls. I'm smart enough to start the video while I'm mousing over it. That's the only way I'll know the name because I can't be bothered to log into the game and check out what it's called. Um, this is my video where I ran chill through the whole thing. I got some feedback. Hey, Wrath, you did a fantastic video, 0 notes, but 1 note. Can you go into a little bit more detail? And I was like, okay, well, I will be slightly more thorough just because I may have missed some stuff in the first video. So in this wing, this part of the wing, you're just at the kill the Khazra treasure goblin, whatever dudes to increase your Khazra treasury reward. Um, we killed enough. It's like 7, 8, or 9, and then it fills up, and that's just going to determine your rewards and how many coins you get at the halfway point and at the completion. So you notice that this thing changed. We're 4-4 and we're ready to move on. It's weird that the sections were split up the way they were, but that's how it goes. You can sometimes find a resplendent chest. I have never been amazed by what it has. But most people always skip it, so if your group doesn't want to do it, don't be surprised. Um, that first thing, that's going to be a recurring mechanic where you each step on a button and then it takes down the force field and then you can use the teleporter. Here we have to do the charge up, so we click this. We're going to charge it up by standing in the middle. I think the more people who stand in the middle, the quicker it goes. This is actually designed for 4 people. In the northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, there's 4 charging stations. There's actually an achievement for this. We probably could have done this. I kind of wish I had for the video. You charge this thing up to almost full, and then both of you hop off. Then you go to the other one, charge it up all the way, kill the elite, um, and then go back, finish charging the other one, kill that elite, and then you're good. And that should be the achievement. And you have to get all 4 of them at the same time. If you have 4 competent people, it's almost impossible not to get this because everyone's rushing to their corner, so it all just gets done and happens. I normally get this achievement with a competent group every time. Once all 4 are done, you need to charge up all 4 sides and kill all 4 elites. Then the 2 rooms will be accessible. I've accessed the east one. Chill is doing the west one. You're going to go in there. You're going to kill the dude. You're going to pick up the sigil. You have a symbol on your head and you're going to go back to the portal. You have to deposit this correctly. If I had deposited it on the west side where the moon was, I would have taken significant damage. Damage which can, if your toughness is low enough, the damage will kill you. I think it does something to your friends, and then it's just like, nope, stupid. Read the symbol, do it again. Chill did his, he completed his, he took a little bit longer than me. He hasn't done this. Dark Citadel is actually not that tough. Most of this I kind of just do from muscle memory. It's usually very hard for me to pre-explain Dark Citadel, but it's very easy for me to explain in the moment because I'm like, oh yeah, we do this here and we do that there. Blizzard is really good at teaching you mechanics, so to speak. Most of these mechanics, Blizzard is going to introduce to you before expecting you to do them at the boss fight. If you've ever done any mythic raiding in World of Warcraft, it's pretty obvious. Here is the Kaja treasure gauntlet. Nothing big there. We're now at the portal spot, waiting for Chill to step on his button to take the force field down. And now We are once again in the realm of oblivion. We can die here if we're not careful. If we lag out at the wrong point in DC, that character's probably toast. Um, if you disconnect and you have a scroll of escape, the game is very good at catching it and using your scroll of escape. It is not guaranteed to prevent death. I have died despite having a scroll of escape on me, but you are more likely to live. Notice when you get to this little safe space, I stay in there for several seconds because it takes several ticks for the debuff to evaporate. I forgot what this portion of the gauntlet was. I'm like waiting for a heads up of where we need to go. There's a room to the northwest or the northeast. In this case, it's to the northeast, which is where our next event is. I eventually noticed that that's what it is, and boom. We're safe here, but don't tarry and get through that portal. This is probably where you're actually, I probably like that last room, probably not safe. This room is probably safe. So that once you get to this area, you can no longer die to impending doom or whatever timed death mechanic they have. Um, this is Wing 2. This is where the most people die in Dark Citadel. It is so easy to get an ally killed here. It's so easy to get yourself killed here. Dark Citadel etiquette. Do not just speed click on shit, specifically this barrier ward. Think before you click, because there's quite a few things where if you just click willy-nilly, you can die. And I think the third wing, the third wing is where we're going to come across that again. So what you do is, normally when I get to that door frame, I will hang out there and wait for the entire party to congregate. If I'm on hardcore, like that's the waiting spot. And then I tell everyone we're going to wait, and then when we proceed into this room, we are going to go next to the barrier ward. No one is going to click it, and we're going to stop moving. And when it pulses, we are not going to move. These instructions, the way I said them, are very specific. I cannot tell you how many times I watch people die here on softcore, and I've probably watched a couple people die on hardcore to this specific mechanic. This is probably the easiest way to die, the most frequent way. I see people mess this up so much, so I stress it a lot. Plus, if someone runs in and just clicks the barrier ward, and I'm not in position, and I'm like running to it, I'm screwed because someone else just ran in and clicked it. So don't. So, we're talking about it, and I'm reminding him there's 3 pulses. Do not move whatsoever. I'm also talking about the boss. You're not gonna see it. This boss has mechanics. If it's early in the season and you just don't meet the DPS checks on T4, you're gonna get a maze, and it's gonna have 1 or 2 safe spots. I think it normally has 2 safe spots, and if you don't have a teleport, you're going to have to run to that safe spot before he starts the cast again, because he'll repeat this cast throughout the fight, and it can kill you. So you're gonna just be mindful of all that. We don't see it because we're juiced enough that, despite the fact that my glyphs aren't leveled, I'm playing a paladin in season 11 or 12. So of course I'm going to one-shot the mechanics. Here we go. We're staying. God, that mechanic is so good at killing people. But after the third one, kind of waited a little bit, and then we just blast him. We just one tap him and move on. But it's normal that I see the maze at least once. Not every season is as crazy. Not as crazy as season 12 or 11. We are back in the labyrinth. This is where we're just searching for the Khazra. Once we get enough Khazra treasure goons, we can move on. He got it, so. And I'm taking forever to notice. I'm taking forever to notice. I think and then my leap just bugs out completely. Yay! And we're moving on. Look how nice he is. This is the difference between um, nice skilled players with etiquette and skilled players without etiquette. He sat and he waited for me. Um, I don't know that Chilled has ever done a ton in Diablo 4, but he's been ranked 10 in Diablo 3 on various leaderboards across various seasons. So, and it kind of shows. Um, this is a very misunderstood boss. So this is what I call the maze boss. This is the final boss of the wing. Um, when you first start him, he's going to open two side corridors, and I went and grabbed those sigils and deposited them. And then started what I called um, the heart of the boss fight. Um, you're going to have this maze with north, west, and east. There are three ward guardians that have a control one of the barriers. It's random which barrier they control. It always feels different. If it's not different, then I don't know what's wrong with me. Um, you want to send someone in each cardinal direction because each cardinal direction has one. You're never going to see two on the west side, or at least I haven't in all the time I've done this. But just the west side, you never know which barrier he's going to take down. And so behind each barrier is a stone, and all three need to be deposited. You can either run them back or you can go through the portal. Um, Ideally, you have one person babysit them. The first time we were doing this, I told Chilled, kill every ad, babysit him, follow him around, kill every single ad that you see or that he spawns. Well, he missed that in the what is that? Souls consumed. The souls consumed buff timer at the top of the screen was almost full, and I'm like, you're not killing them, and I'm not even close to finishing the mechanic. And so I dropped group and then invited him. I don't know if he wasted any scrolls of escape when I was teaching him this, but I know that he almost killed us a few times. So you don't want to take chances with that. I do have a friend that actually soloed that, which can be done. It's very difficult and time consuming. But if you have someone following him around and killing everything that he spawns, it takes a long time for that souls consumed bar to fill. Because almost immediately after he summons them, he consumes them. Um, but you do have enough time to kill them all. Now, Chilled helps me out a couple times. He sees the barrier wardens and kills them, which means I have less work to do. So that second go around was so much cleaner. He ran into a barrier garden and ran into a barrier garden that I needed. So when I got that sigil, I went in the opposite direction of the maze to go find the next one and just walked that sigil home, and then ended up saving time rather than just using the portal, which was a cute, nifty trick. Normally, um, if you just have one person babysit and then everyone go in the cardinal direction, that boss is over so quick, it's not even funny. But as long as you have someone following him around and killing, very, very easy boss. If not, that bar fills up super quick. Anyhow, thank you so much. That was video number 2. Good luck.